Repetition. It's as a goaltender, a lot of stuff it's just repetition. The more you do it, like
because oftentimes they think they're there, obviously.
Yeah.
They're not even close, or maybe shifted one side.
like in practice, what I would do, even if you're shooting, like if you do a 3-lane shooting, like if you have a guy, first guy that comes wide like this, he's shooting here. Have somebody hounding the goalie, make sure he's lining up here. And then you have the third guy that's coming in, he's shooting here, make sure he's square lined up there. And if this guy's coming in here, he's always square lined up here.
And then if you have a smaller goaltender, are they, you know, even at, like at a Pee Wee level where the kids are starting to shoot it harder, but you have a smaller goaltender, are you teaching them just to come out further, or how's that, what's the...
My thing is to get out and set your feet as quick as possible. So, like if a guy is right here and it's a quick play, I don't mind if the goalie comes and he stops right there. Mm-hmm. It's just getting out and set as quick as possible. If it's a further out shot, I always say either toes or heels. Toes, at least you can get out there and you can set. Heels if you have a little bit more time. But like I said, the biggest thing, the biggest aspect is to get out and set your feet. Because if they're out moving, and if they do make the save on the second shot, they're going to probably be a fish out of the water. So that's crucial for them to come out and set their feet as a goaltender.
And we want to kind of keep him in that crease area for the passes that are on the back door to where he's not so far out, he can still attack the back post, or...
Yeah, and that's, like I was talking about earlier about game management, being aware of what's going on the ice, right? Like if there's a guy and you have a 2-on-1, say it's a 2-on-1, okay? This guy's coming hard out wide here. This guy's coming here, okay? That's your 2-on-1. Do I want to play here on him, or do I want to get out and be a little bit more aggressive?
A little bit more.
A little bit more, right? Okay? Why?
So you can take away, so you can have a quick transition if he passes.
Yeah.
Because it's a 2-on-1 and you should have a defenseman on that.
You got a 2-on-1, right? But if this pass comes here, I can move across, right? I don't have a backdoor threat. Okay, so I can be out a little bit further. Like I said, we don't need to get too far out. I like playing within this area. Heels or toes to the top, at most. Okay, as a goaltender. Okay, now if this guy's driving this way, like this, and this guy's driving back door like this, do I want to be out here?
No.
No, right? Because it's too long of a distance to get back there. I want to come out here, so now I cut that distance down. Okay, you guys understand that? Any questions on that?
So the closer in the shooter, the less you come out? Is that what you're saying?
The backdoor guy.
Oh.
So if there's a backdoor threat, then you got to be aware of how far you come out. Because you don't want to be out here if there's a guy standing here.
Right, okay.
Because you want to be able
Is
to
there
get
any
back
kind
to
of,
that.
like, as far as without the backdoor, is the primary shooter? Is it as far
Without
as...
a backdoor, if there's no backdoor threat, like I said, toes to the
Okay.
top, at least toes
Okay.
to the top of the crease. You guys got any questions? No?
No.
Sure.
We got him for quite some time. What's burning in your brains? What is one thing that you got beat on this weekend? Think about this weekend. Everybody was in a tournament, right? Where did you get beat? Where was the goal that was scored on you this weekend?
Breakaways.
Breakaways. Alright, we'll talk a little bit about breakaways.
Don't you want to come like a little bit like at the hash marks on breakaway, or?
Breakaways are all a preference thing. Me personally, you get out maybe just outside, you stop right there. You don't need to come back out any further. Alright? Breakaway, if a guy's coming in, I don't need to start backing up until he gets right there. Alright? That's me. Okay? The reason for that is is when he comes in here, and if you're standing here, you're gonna force him to go one way or the other, okay? Or you can shoot and you're already out aggressive and you're ready for that shot, right? Because if I come out here, if I come all the way out to here and he's coming in, now I'm moving. As a goaltender, when I'm making a save, how hard is it to make a save when you're moving?
Pretty hard.
Especially going backwards. Pretty hard to go down when you're going backwards, right? Quick, like that. Especially when you get to the next level, they shoot the pucks so much faster, comes off the blade of their stick so much faster. So by coming way out here and then backing all the way in, by the time you get here, that puck's probably already shot. You're gonna fish out of water, right? Where if I come right here, now you're making him make the decision of what to do. Okay? Any other questions?
How about constantly going into the butterfly?
It's a good one. Anything from here down, I don't mind you going into a butterfly. Anything from here up, should probably try to stay and be on your feet when you're making a save. Right? I make my goaltenders every warm-up drill that we do, the first drill of the practice, every drill, every time we go out onto the ice. First drill that the coach does, no matter what it is, my goalies aren't allowed to go down. The head coach doesn't like it because the goalies aren't making a lot of saves, but it teaches them to learn how to read a puck off a blade of a stick. You guys know what I mean about that?
Yep.
Because that's a pretty important thing you got to develop when you're a goaltender, is how to read a puck off a blade of a stick. Right? Like I said, anything above the dots should be able to be on our feet and make the save. Especially if nobody's in front of us. Screens and stuff like that, shots from the point, it's a different story. You might have to go down because you want to take the bottom half of the net away. Right? But like in warm-ups and things like that, you should not be going down. If it's a wide open shot, anything above here, should not be going down. You guys watch Varlamov? He does pretty good at it, actually. He doesn't go down, he goes down quite a bit. A lot of goaltenders still go down quite a bit, but he's probably one of the better goaltenders to stay on his feet as much as possible when he's making saves. It's hard. It's probably one of the hardest things to do as a goaltender, because your first motion is to what?
Go down.
Go down. When a shot's taken, your first motion is to go down. So what is that aspect? Starts with the P. Position. Practice. Patience. You gotta have patience as a goaltender, right? Can't just drop down. You gotta have patience, patience, patience. My goaltenders hear me say that all the time. Patience, 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 patience. A lot of the time too, I'll sit right here in their gear. This guy's coming down, I'll just be standing there and I'll be like, hold, 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 don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move. That guy could be right here. He doesn't know what to do. This guy, our goaltender's right here. He hasn't moved yet. This guy has no idea what to do now. 90% of forwards just bury their heads. Even at my level, even at the pro level. Right? So if a goaltender has patience, what does it force this guy to do? Intimidation forces him to make a good play. Forces him to be ready to make a play, right? I'd rather for a goaltender be patient here, okay, set and ready. I'd rather for a goaltender with a guy here be there, set and ready for a pass to go back door and score. All right? I'd give up that goal all day long as a goalie coach. Okay? Your job on a shot from that side is that. Right? You guys understand that? Patience is another big aspect for a goaltender. Any other questions?
So when you're on the post, the player's coming out of the corner, so they've come out and they're kind of wheeling around toward the net. Do you want to
So is he coming around the net like this?
Yeah, it's a forward, so you might not be coming around that close,
And
but
you're right here?
yeah, do you want to do like a one pad down, one pad up, just you on the post, or do you want to off, or does it kind of depend on the situation?
It's all a preference thing again. Me personally, I don't like VH. You ever know what VH is? It's the one leg up on the post and the other leg down, so it's called VH. And a lot of the younger guys probably don't know it. Okay? I don't like VH. It leaves too many holes open. That's what Snyder got scored on. He went into VH. That's how they gave up that 5-hole goal. Okay? I'd rather see, I call it reverse VH. I wish I had the video. One of the goalie coaches that my mentor, he's the goalie coach for the Columbus Blue Jackets. His name is Ian Clark. And he does the reverse VH he teaches, and it's phenomenal. But what you do is you have your one leg, this pad's down, and then this pad's halfway up. So it's called reverse VH. So, like if this is the post, if you guys want to stand up. Okay. So this is the post. My pad's like this, and I'm leaning up against the post like this. So you know you don't have any holes. Right? Where normal VH is you're like this. You got 5-hole. That's where Snyder got scored on, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Don't you want to put your glove there though? Oh.
Okay. But again, that's all preferencing. It's all post coverage. That's a whole nother thing. Okay? Any other questions?
Are there any books or videos that you would suggest us coaches to take a look at or anything, or just stick with these sessions and keep working, or what?
Yeah, I would stick with the basic stuff. It's very crucial. Like I was telling these guys before, I still work the basic stuff with my college and pro and junior guys for the first 15 minutes of every practice. Then we add on to it, but like I said, every practice, in 15 minutes, we do the basics. And there's times that our 16 and 18 practice, I only get 15 minutes. So I do 10 minutes of skating. I do 5 minutes of, I call it goalie warm-up of stick and glove and block. But those are crucial. Because like I said, the most important piece of equipment is what? Your stick. So the more repetitions we get on using the stick in our hands and all of that stuff, the better off they're going to be in the long run. Any other